if you're thinking about getting extensions, this just might be the video that saves you time, money, and disappointment. Let's talk about what nobody wants to tell you. We're gonna jump right into it. Let's talk about the why. Why are you getting hair extensions? Are you getting it for length, volume? Are you getting it for a special event coming up? Lots of people get extensions specifically for their wedding, so you should know why you want them before you even start anywhere. Understanding your goals is going to be very important when you go into your first consultation, because that's going to help your stylist decide how much hair you need, how long you want to get it, what type of extension would be best for you. This is obviously going to be very personal to each person, so know your why. Number two, not all extensions are created equal. There are so many different types of hair extensions out there, and they all have their pros and cons. I just want to talk very briefly about the three most popular installations: tape-ins, wefts, and keratin bonds. Probably the most popular right now are the weft or hand-tied extensions. I love these ones because they give you a lot of density all in one extension. They have the quickest install time. They're super easy to maintain compared to the other ones. I personally feel like they're the easiest to take care of. Maybe that's a personal opinion, I don't know. Next, let's talk about keratin bonds. These are little strands of hair that are connected by fusing a hard keratin to your hair. I'm very bad at explaining keratin bonds. I do love how customizable these ones are, and they are probably the most hidden kind of extensions. You can cut them down into very, very small pieces if needed, but probably the biggest con, especially from a hairstylist perspective, they take so long to apply. I probably spend a good 3-4 hours just applying a full head of these, and don't even get me started on the maintenance appointment, having to take all of them out and then reinstall. You're gonna be there for like 6 to 8 hours. And 3 is tape-ins. I have a very love-hate relationship with tape-in extensions. The thing that annoys me the most about them is they can leave a sticky residue in the hair when you take them out. That can be very annoying for clients, for hairstylists. Trying to get that gunk out of the hair is just disgusting and annoying. If you have more questions about the different installation types, let me know in the comments and I can get more in depth about them. Now, the golden question that everyone wants to know: how much do they cost? The cost is going to vary a lot. I know some people that charge $2,000–$3,000 just for the hair. I have never charged a client more than like $600 to $800 for just the hair. So it depends on where you get them. It depends on if the stylist is upcharging them, meaning are they making money off of you buying extensions from them, or are they just charging you the base price for the hair? I get my hair extensions from Jay-Z Styles. I love the quality of them. I've never really had any complaints with them, and they're pretty cost efficient. Like I said, I've never charged anyone more than like $600 to $800 for a full head of extensions. So I guess do your research, go meet your stylist and find out where they get their hair and the quality of their hair, and obviously how much they cost, but it's going to vary a lot. And it also is going to depend on how much hair you need for your head. For most people, I usually only do like 2 rows of extensions, so just depends on how much hair you need and what your goals are. Now let's talk color matching. When you sit down with your stylist to do the consultation, they are going to color match you. Sometimes a client wants their hair colored and their extensions installed at the same time. I don't have a batch of hair in the salon ready to like grab whenever I need, so I have to custom order everyone's extensions, and sometimes that means that the hair comes in and it's not an exact match. No problem, you can color extensions. You can only go darker, you cannot go lighter, so I always try to order hair that's just a little bit lighter than the client's hair, just in case I do have to color it. The next thing you should know is maintenance is a lifestyle. You may have heard that hair extensions are very high maintenance. This can be true. For me personally, I don't think that they're very high maintenance, but I've also had hair extensions in my head for the past 6 years, so I'm very used to them. But just know that your hair care routine is going to change a little bit. You are going to have to baby your hair a little bit so that your hair extensions get the longest longevity possible. I would say most hair extensions last about a year until you need to buy more hair. So just a few things to keep in mind is you're gonna have to brush them frequently, just making sure that they're not getting matted or tangled. Swimming is a big no with hair extensions. They are going to dry the crap out of your extensions and they might be done after that. So making sure that you are following a good maintenance routine. And again, your stylist, whoever installs them, should kind of brief you on this. Now, let's talk about what to expect at your first appointment. Obviously, your first appointment should be the consultation. Your second appointment should be the actual installation. At your consultation, your stylist should go over just how much hair you're gonna need, picking the installation type that you want, and color matching you to your natural color or to whatever color you're going to get. Now, what to expect at the installation appointment is going to vary depending on what kind of extensions you get, how much you have, and are you coloring your hair that day or not. For hand-tied extensions, I take usually 30 minutes to an hour to install the hair, so it's a very quick process. If we're coloring the hair as well, obviously it depends. Are we doing highlights? Are we just toning everything? That could add an extra hour or 3 hours. But again, your hairstylist should talk about that with you during your consultation. Now, let's bust some myths about hair extensions. There's a lot of misconceptions out there and we need to clear it up. The thing that I hear a lot is,
they'll ruin your hair.
This is only true if they aren't installed properly or you aren't taking care of them properly. In some states, you do not need a license or a special certification to install extensions. That is where you see the damage. If a stylist doesn't know what it takes to not only properly install the extensions, but how to take care of them, how to take care of the client's hair first, that's where your hair is going to get damaged. So honestly, ask your hairstylist, are you certified in extensions? If not, run out the door. Unless you're willing to be like their model or something. I don't know. So will they ruin your hair? No, as long as the stylist knows what they're doing and you know how to take care of them at home. Now, who should and shouldn't get hair extensions? If you have very fine hair, I would recommend getting keratin bonds. If you have very thin hair or you don't have a lot of it, also getting an extension type that disguises itself well, keratin bonds are a great option for you. I do have some clients who have very thin, fine hair. I will do 1 row of weft extensions and then I'll fill in everything with keratin tips. Now, extensions aren't great for everyone, I'm gonna be honest. If you don't think you're gonna take very good care of them, or you don't already take good care of your actual hair, you're probably not a good candidate for permanent extensions. Get clip-ins, get a halo, but permanent extensions might not be for you because they can cause damage to your natural hair. So if you think that you're not gonna take good care of them, I honestly just wouldn't get them. So my final pieces of advice for anyone wanting extensions: book a consultation, find out as much information as possible about what extensions would be best for you. Ask your hairstylist questions. Are they certified? Where do they get their hair from? And then go home and do your own research. And last but not least, know what you're committing to. Hair extensions can be very expensive. They can be an investment. I wouldn't want you to invest your money on something that you're only gonna wear for like a couple weeks and then not like. And that's okay if that happens. It's just you can't really return the hair after you wear it, so you're kind of stuck with that investment. If you guys have any other questions about hair extensions, please let me know in the comments down below, and I hope that this video helped some of you guys. Bye!